because they just was not here for it. They were not here for you being not even a minute late. They was not here for if you had a child that was sick. They was not here for if you had spun out into oncoming traffic and got smacked. They did not care. If you were a minute late, that was a point. If you called out, that was a point. If you came in and left, that was a point and a write-up. And you could only have 3 points within 90 days. It was like what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Omari Bryant, and as you guys can tell by the title and the thumbnail, you already know what's up. We're here for another story time.
I would like to see it.
So, I know I was supposed to give you guys a story time a little ahead of time, but I actually ended up reviewing the footage and you guys kind of couldn't hear me that well because I was recording outside next to a highway, kind of, sort of.
You what?
So anyways, here's the story. I wanted to go ahead and give you guys like the full ordeal. Here is what my uniform actually looks like. I'm going to go ahead and show off my uniform a little bit. So this is what the uniform looks like and everything. Got the boots on, everything to go along with it, as you guys can see. So without further ado, let's go ahead and dive right into the story time. I literally went ahead and was employed by the Hard Rock Casino after I did all that interviewing and background checking and all that, and was only employed there for 72 hours. Let's go ahead and dive right into the story. So pretty much, let's just say, like, y'all remember from me talking about in the vlogs and stuff like that, I was very, 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 very excited about starting this job. And I finally went ahead and got started, and y'all, these rules, policies, procedures, everything, it's like if you had a life or death emergency, you might as well just kiss your job. Goodbye.
Yup.
Because they just was not here for it. They was not here for you being not even a minute late. They was not here for if you had a child that was sick. They was not here for if you had spun out into oncoming traffic and got smacked. They did not care. If you were a minute late, that was a point. If you called out, that was a point. If you came in and left, that was a point and a write-up. And you could only have 3 points within 90 days.
Now.
With the holiday season and everything coming as well, it was instead of 1 point, 2 points. So it was just a lot for me at the moment, guys, and I just could not do it. Like, they wanted me to go ahead and do this test. You got to know all these people and this and I was just like, my poor little brain just could not. Oh my God, my poor little brain could not. Like, it was a lot. Like, between doing lift, between cutting hair and that, and then I gotta make time to stay. No, I just did not see it happening. And I never, ever held a freaking tray a day in my life. That was the first time I actually held a tray. Now, the tray wasn't that bad. Like, this wasn't too bad. But baby, when you go ahead and put them colas on there with that ice, and you got waters and stuff on there, I was my poor arm. At the end of the shift, guys, my poor arm was killing me. And in the beginning, like, because when we started so early in the morning, I had like coffee on there, and I was like, okay, this is cake. And then she went ahead and gave me the them colas. I was like, yeah. And to make matters worse, on my first day, I toppled over the tray. Oh my gosh.
Wait a damn minute.
Oh my gosh. And it was, she told me, like, it's gonna happen. Like, don't beat yourself up about it. Like, it's gonna happen, this, that, whatever. And I'm like, but not my first day. And me, I don't like to mess up that bad. And I don't like to get embarrassed publicly. That's just not, it's just not for me. It really, really isn't. It is just not for me. And it was just, oh my gosh, it was embarrassing. So literally, guys, like, it was like towards the end of the shift at that too. Like, bruh, I probably done walked out there was saying beverages, cocktails, you know, what else did I say? Beverages, cocktails, water, you know, and I was out there selling it, child. Like, I was out there, I was like smiling and good luck, and you know, telling everybody at the machines like good luck, good luck. I was so excited, and I just my bun just said, phew, knocked one of the drinks over and everything just went.
Child.
And I literally had to stand there. Luckily, none of it got on me. But the way how they do it is, if something spills like on the floor, you have to wait until somebody comes and like comes to start to clean up. And that person just was taking forever. I mean, it probably wasn't even that long. It's probably only like a few minutes, but it literally felt like forever. And y'all know, like when you walk into a room and everybody like you're late for something, everybody turns their head and they looking at you. And it was like,
Ma'am, excuse me. You in my business? Yeah, don't do that.
and I'm just like, watch out, watch out, watch out. Like I'm trying to be like the wet floor side, watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. And pretty much how it happened was, I wasn't sure if it was the bump that somebody bumped into me or it was the my bun had smacked. I had the tray up like here. So I wasn't sure. It could have been my bun, or it could be just from the. All I know is I think the person bumped me, and then I turned my head, and the bun probably smacked. So I don't know. I don't know, guys. But all I have to say, it was probably one of the most embarrassing situations that I had in a long time. It was. But I mean, like I had like such high hopes for this job. I really did. I was really like I had high hopes for it because my homegirl that works there, she was telling me, you know, how much money she was making. You know, I made $700 last night. I made $1,000 last night. Bruh. You know, and I was like, that's great and all, but you know, at the same time, I already went in there like knowing like I'm a guy. I'm not gonna probably make as much money as her because I'm a guy. Which was okay, but I was just hoping it for like to be a replacement for Lyft because Lyft it's a lot. It's a lot of hours that you have to put in. A lot. Like what I mean to tell you, a lot. There are days that I'm out there 9 to 12 hours a day.
I hate it here.
You only get 12 hours of online time. So once your 12 hours is up, no matter if you only had 10 rides that day, that was it. So I was really just looking for something else just to kind of fill that in, fill in that void, and at least make what I would make a day with Lyft. And it's definitely very possible, but you know, that one shift that we was there, mind you, it was a Sunday morning. It was a Sunday morning, and she had two people because the way how it works when you're in training for those you have 7 shifts. Yes, 7 shifts that you're gonna train for. You are gonna be on the floor and you're gonna be learning and stuff like that. You can go out on the floor or you can stay in the back training. I wanted to go out on the floor because I wanted to get my feet wet with the job. The job itself was cake. Like, it's literally passing out drinks, taking orders, stuff like that. It's not hard at all. You just gotta look good and sell it. But the problem that I just had was their policy and all this extra like nonsense that you gotta know that you're not even gonna remember in such a short period of time. And the fact that, you know, the money's not guaranteed, and then this on-call nonsense. I don't know. It was just too many side requirements for unguaranteed money. And I did not like that. Like that was just something that just did not sit right with my spirits, y'all. It just didn't sit right with my spirit. I don't know. It just
Girl, well, no.
didn't. I don't know. Just in my opinion, it did not sit right for that. And also like myself and the girl that I was training with too, she kind of said the same thing. She was like, I don't know. So we both kind of left around the same time. And I tried to be as professional as possible. I did go ahead and let them know like hours upon hours before my shift after I kind of thought about it. And I was like, yeah, I don't think this is going to be a best fit for me. And the lady had called me when I had sent the email, and she called me and she was like, hey, what's wrong, this, that, whatever. And I had kind of told her, and she was like, yeah, I understand, it's not for everybody. I said, well, it's not necessarily the job itself, it's the policies that you guys kind of have in place. It's kind of like overkill. She was like, I agree.
Well, just as I thought,
Trash.
But, you know, people have made it that way. And I'm like, I understand, like, you know, one bad apple spoils a whole bunch, but y'all are not making it like a very friendly environment to want to come and work. Like, not everybody is trying to get over, but I get it. You guys have policies, procedures, they have to be met. You know, like I know for myself, you know, me owning my own barbershop, when that happens, I'm going to have policies and procedures and expectations for my barbers. But at the same time, I mean, I do understand life happens. Life is going to happen. Like, what do you expect? Life is going to happen. It's like, what do you expect? But y'all, that tray falling was definitely a good indication that maybe nothing serving wise is probably best suitable for me. I have a good face for service, but yeah. Now, mind you, I had my haircut at the time. Like, I had my, you know, my little taper done on the sides and my lineup and everything, so it looked a lot better. My first day, I wasn't about to go in. You know, even though I wasn't able to keep my tips, because I did get tips. There were dollars and stuff like that. I think the highest tip I got that day was maybe like $10. But the tips, yeah, so we couldn't keep the tips, so we had to give the tips to the trainer. The trainer got to keep our tips, and I think she had made almost close to 200, which isn't bad for a Sunday morning shift going in at what, 8 o'clock in the morning. That ain't bad, really and truly. It's not, in my opinion. But you know, we kind of helped her with that. So, but at the end of the day, guys, I will have to say this. Life is incredibly too short to just settle on a job. I left dentistry, and I'm actually going to go back to it, as you guys know. But I've gotten to a point in my life where I can just go back to it just for a short period of time, because I have other sources of income that I have worked on during these past few years. And I can confidently say, like, I can live off of that once I build it up to a certain point. So, you know, even with the time of inflation, everything that's going on, you know, I still encourage everybody, you know, please, your life, your sanity, your energy, your spirit deserves a lot more, okay? Please do not sit there, you know, and let a job basically kind of dictate your happiness. Never do that. Because at the end of the day, they're going to replace you. Just like how they, you know, have so many openings and they hired so many different people for that job as a cocktail server, and I was just easily replaced like that. That's most of the time how these companies and corporations do. So,
Well, just as I thought, trash.
never ever sit there and let a job stress you out. Yes, I understand we all have bills. We do always have bills. But as long as you have faith and know that the man upstairs is going to help you go through that, just know that, regardless if you believe or not. But yes, guys, I wanted to come on and tell you guys officially about my experience, my first day at the Hard Rock, how it went. I was supposed to return my uniform, but I kind of like it. Like, I kind of like it, yeah. And I got this nice little red V-neck and these black pants and this little tray. I'm gonna keep it, okay? It's gonna be my little souvenir. Why not? They're gonna take it out of my paycheck. Who cares? I don't care. They can keep that little check. That's fine. But would I ever work at the casino again? I don't know. I don't know if that's something for me. I don't know if the casino life is for me. You know, a lot of people since the whole thing happened, has DM'd me and asked me, like, you know, is that something that you'd ever do again? I'm like, probably not. I don't know. The only type of serving I want to do is when I move back home to Jamaica, I build my house and I'm running my Airbnb out of my house and I'm serving my guests. I think that's the only other time I want to be serving.
I would like to see it.
But all right, guys, thank you so much for going ahead, clicking on this video and tuning into the channel. If you are new here, definitely go ahead and please consider to subscribe if you've made it this far. Definitely appreciate it, and hit that thumbs up. I really appreciate it. Then I will go ahead and catch you guys in the next video. And if you guys didn't check out my last vlog, there it is. You guys just go and click on that. I appreciate it. All right, bye.